Okay, let me
Not
share my
yet.
screen. Okay, let me share my screen, colleagues. Now, can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see it.
Yes, we can see.
No, that's great. So I was saying that, okay, you can open Google. Make sure that you are using the Google Chrome browser. So you can just open Google and type Mount Orange School. Then this is the site. This is the demo site of Moodle. So if you want to practice Moodle at your own time, you can just go to this free demo site, and then you can log in and practice whatever that you want to practice on Moodle. It's available 24 hours. It's available 24/7. So that is their URL. So you can just click on this link, Mount Orange School. Then it's gonna take you straight to the site. So from here, you'll have to log in. You'll have to log in from here. So I would like us to log in as teachers. So if it was Blackboard, we will be logging in as instructors, because we are the ones who will be building this course. So you can just log in as a teacher. So I'm the one who will be creating the 4 courses for the library. So I don't think there's a need for us to go through that process, because that one is more of an admin role. So I will be doing that one myself. So we can just choose the role of a teacher. So to log in, on the top right corner of your screen, there is a login link. It's not a button, it's a link. On the top right hand corner of your screen, you simply click on login. And then there is a username field and a password field, and then there's a login button. So if you scroll down here, you will see that there are different roles. There are different roles that have been listed here. For example, if someone wants to log in as a student, then their username will be student and the password will be Moodle. If you are logging in as a teacher, then your username will be teacher, the password will be Moodle. If you are logging in as a manager, username will be manager and the password will be Moodle. So if you logging in as a manager, then that means you'll also have admin rights. So for example, as I'm having a task of creating the library courses, then that means that I have to log in as a manager so that I can access the admin rights, so that I can create all the 4 courses and design the structure of the courses. But you as an instructor, you'll just log in as a teacher because you will be just building the content. You won't be creating a course from scratch. Then there are also parent roles and private officer roles, and then below there are other accounts. If you click on other, they will be listed and you will see the usernames and the passwords. But for now, let's log in as a teacher. So the username for the teacher is teacher, the password is Moodle. Scroll up on the username, you type teacher, and then the password is Moodle. And then when you are done, you click on login. Then you will be in. Can we all log in? If you are struggling to log in, just let me know.
Yes, we are in.
We are in, okay. That's great, Mr. Mnengi. If you want to ask a question, you can type on the chats as well. So today I will make sure that I keep on checking the chats. If not, someone must alert me when there's something on the chat. Mr. Mnengi, let's co-facilitate this session. Please. Okay, once you are in as a teacher, so this is the landing page. Once you log in, this is your landing page. Okay, yes, I've already, let me just click on site home because I don't think this is a landing page. Okay, are we all here on this page?
Yes.
Okay, no, that's great. Once you log in, you'll be on this page, okay? Now, there's something that I want you to note about Moodle. They give you, on this site, they normally give you an hour. So you can see here that this site will reset in 9 minutes. Maybe yours, it says this site will reset in 58 minutes. It depends. So whatever that you are building here is gonna reset in an hour's time. Because this is a demo site, so meaning that it's going to reset, then whatever edits that you have done, then they will be lost. The purpose of this is for you to practice. So the site will reset. For example, mine will reset in 9 minutes. So I'll have to start from scratch. Okay. On the left-hand side, these are your courses. And then here is your course window. It's similar to Wise Up, it's similar to Blackboard. So all the courses will be listed here on the left. And then once you click on the course, then it will display here on the course window. For example, I want us to work on the digital literacy course. So let's just click on the digital literacy course. Okay, after clicking on the digital literacy course, then you will be on that course. As you can see on the top, we have got digital literacy. So if we are developing a library course, then the name of that course will appear here on the list of your courses on your left. Then once you click and open that course, then the name of the course will appear here. Now, the first thing that you must do is to make sure that you turn editing on. On the right-hand side, there's a blue button with turn editing on. So the editing is currently off. So you must click on this button to turn it on. Once it is on, then you will see there that it now changes to turn editing off. Then, which means now that this button is currently on. So when it is off, you cannot edit, you cannot add any content, you cannot do anything on Moodle. You need to make sure that that button is on. Okay. Now I want I want us to write on the chat. I want us to write on the chat. I want us to brainstorm and think of the activities that we can add on our library courses. Just go to the chat and type whatever that you think that we can do as the library on our courses. What do you think? Okay. Yes, ma'am.
I'm an inactive trainee on the program. I haven't done any of the registration, but I'm attending it so that I can think with others on ideas, because I'm quite interested on the platform. I think there are certain things that we've done in other institutions, especially on the learner management system. They are, for example, we are using what is the system that we're using? Sierra and all those systems that we are using, I've forgotten their names now. And they are already out there, YouTubes, on how to access, how to use these platforms. Especially if, for example, it's basic information that doesn't require the deep link to the platform itself. Would we use such kind of YouTubes here?
Ma'am, can you repeat your question?
We are, let me say, we are using III.
Okay, ma'am.
And there are already opaque demonstrations on how users or students or academics can navigate III online public access catalog.
Yes.
Which takes people to step by step without having to deep link to the website of WSU.
Okay.
Would we, I can see here there's digital literacy, there's places where we can upload kind of information. Would we use such kind of information, or we need to develop our own locally based?
Okay. Okay, now I do get your question. Okay. Colleagues, when you are using a learning management system, you can develop your own content and add that content on the learning management system. At the same time, if there's a content that has already been developed somewhere, and you feel that this content is relevant or is going to be relevant for your students, then you can simply, can we turn off our microphones? Then you can simply take that content and upload it on your course and use it within your course. So, ma'am, if there are videos that we feel like they are relevant for our users, we can upload those already developed videos. At the same time, we can also develop our own materials and upload all this on our Wise Up courses. Are you answered, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Okay, colleagues, let's keep on popping the ideas on the chats. I can see that we can add the library teaching videos. Yes, that's correct. We can add library OPEC search link. Yes, of course, we can add any links on the learning management system. We can add the previous exam papers. That's great. We can add the LibGuides links. Any links, we can share them on the LMS. Also, we can also send announcements We can also send announcements on the LMS. Yeah, there's a lot that we can do. That means we can communicate with our students. I'm calling them students, colleagues, because normally on a learning management system, there's an instructor and then there are students. So that's the terminology that is normally used. So in our case, as the library, we will have instructors, and then we will have our participants as students, whether it's lecturers and students, but they will all fall under students. So meaning that they won't have the same rights that the instructors are having on the course. They will only have access to the content that has been shared on that course. Yes, that's correct. We can also have our reference management tools. Okay, yeah. So the first tool that I want us to focus on, okay, let me just wait for my site to reset so that I know that I'm having a full hour, because now I'm only left with 26 seconds. So meaning that whatever that I'm doing now is gonna reset very soon. So okay, colleagues, we can have our announcements, we can add our videos. I fully agree with you. We can add our links, we can add our ebooks, we can add our let me just check on the chat. We can add our reference management tools, our lib guides, past exam papers. I believe that those are the PDF files. So we can create folders for that and add them on the learning management system. Okay, my site has resetted. It's in 59 minutes now. So if we want to, I'm gonna start with the announcements. If you want to send an announcement to all the users of this course, you simply use this tool, announcements. So you can just click on announcements. We can add an announcement in a case, let's say we want to send opening and closing times to our users. So that's an example of using eLearn announcements. So let me log in, because I think I'm out, and say teacher Moodle, and then log in. Okay, and then I must turn editing on. Cool. And then I'm on the digital literacy course, announcements. Okay. So after I've clicked on announcement, I need to click on add a new topic. And then I must give it a subject. So my subject is going to be PNCL opening hours. Okay. And then I'm going to say on Monday, we are opening from 8 up to 16:30. Maybe let me just say Friday. Taking an example, colleagues, 9 up to let's just say 15:30. And then if I'm done with my message, so here I'm typing my subject, and then here I'm typing my message. You would notice that next to the subject, there is a red exclamation mark. So this indicates a required field. You cannot leave this. You cannot leave this area blank. You cannot leave the subject blank. And then the message, you can also not leave the message blank. It is a required field. So both of these fields, they are required. Then when you are done, you simply click on post to forum. Let me mute this one so that the recording here to ingabikho. I'm done. So when you are done, you click on submit, and then you can see now that the announcement has been sent. It's there. The announcement is there. So when they click here on announcements, they will be able to get the message. So it's gonna display who sent the message and when. So it has been sent on Monday, 31st, 12:07 p.m. And then this is the content of the message. Okay. If you want to add another one, you can simply click on add a new topic. And then you have got your subject, and then you have got your message. And then when you are done, you click post to forum. That's it. Any questions, any comments before we move on? Okay, ma'am.
May I assume that the library will be, as librarians will be voting for general information that we want you as our e-access manager to upload on our behalf, ne? And then specifically as subject librarians, we have our own announcements that we make for our own specific group of students. Is it what the system allows us to do? Or we are going to be all of us posting everything we want to post?
No, ma'am. At the beginning of the session, I highlighted that we need to have two or three instructors per course. So as a library, we'll be having 4 courses, one for BCC, Omani, Butterworth, and Mthatha. Then we need to have instructors for BCC for all these land campuses. Then those are the people who will be adding. Those are the people who will be adding the announcements, who will be adding whatever that they want to post on those courses. Are you still there, ma'am? I answered.
Partly, Mr. Danyane, my assumption is that there are certain things that we do that are the same, that are common.
Okay.
Like during orientation, for example, there might be an orientation from a certain portfolio manager who works across.
Okay.
Like, let me say the IR or something from one of the campus decide to have in fact an orientation that information that is generic to everybody will be posted by you.
Okay.
And then specific information about nitty-gritty details of that campus, then the campus instructors will be working with you to do that.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, that's correct, ma'am.
Okay,
because I will be an instructor, yes, for all these courses. And then, yeah, that generic information, I'll post it myself. Yeah, and then the more specific to those, maybe to those faculties, then that will be done by the instructors.
Okay, thanks, sir.
Okay, thank you. Let me check if there's something on the chat. If not, then I'll continue. Okay, there's nothing for now. Okay, colleagues, let's continue by clicking here on digital literacy, because now we are on announcements. I want us to move out of announcements, click on digital literacy. Make sure that the editing is on. So, Okay, this course, there's something that is already here. There's a lot that has already been uploaded. It's a demo course, but I want us to upload our own content. So we will simply click on these arrows on the right to scroll down. Up until the end, and then I want us to add a topic. So I want us to scroll down to the end, and I want us to add a topic. So a topic will be, for example, on our courses, we will be having the full course, and then inside that course, we'll be having topics. So our topics at WSU, for example, we will be having, let's say if we are taking BCC as an example, we'll be having 2 faculties, which is the FBS faculty and also the FSET faculty. So those are our topics. So when I'm saying you are adding a topic, so you are adding a faculty of your choice. So from my side, I'm gonna add FSET. Okay. And then the topic has got sections. So if I'm adding FSET, how many departments are there in FSET? So for example, I'm gonna have mechanical, electrical, chemistry, all those departments. Let's say there are 5. I'm just making an example. Let's say there are 5 departments. So I'm gonna increase the number of sections up to 5, and then I'm gonna say add topics. That's what I want us to do, colleagues. If you've got a question, or if you want us to, if you want me maybe to repeat this part, I can do that.
Can you repeat, Mr. Danyan? I can't find.
Okay. Okay, it's fine. Okay, I'm gonna delete and start from scratch.
I can't find the edit topic on my screen.
Remember that I said you must turn. You must turn that edit button, that turn editing button. You must make sure that it's on.
On.
Is it on? Is it on? Okay, it must be on.
Yeah, yes, it is on, Mr.
Okay. This must be on. And then what I was saying is that I want you to scroll to the end of this course, and you must click on add topics. So the number of topics, I was making an example that we're gonna take, now that we are having this course, let's say this was the FSET faculty. This was the FZ faculty. And then now we want to add the departments. Then the departments will be adding them as topics. So if there are 5 departments, you will simply increase here up to 5, and then you click on add topics. Now, meaning that you are adding 5 departments, okay? Now, these are the topics that have been added. So I'm gonna edit these from topics to, I'm gonna rename them from topics to our departments. So to do that, I need to click on this pen. And then I'm gonna write here, mechanical. And then I press enter on my keyboard. That's department number 1. And then this one, I can simply click on that pen. I need to click on the pen, and then I'm gonna rename this IT. And then the third one, let's say electrical. And I press enter on the keyboard. And then the fourth one, say building. I press enter.
Yes,
And then the fifth one,
yes, sir.
I'm not sure, nobody's night department, chemistry, but let me just have that one as my last department. Okay, do you want to ask a question? Okay, so all the resources for mechanical, we're going to add them here under this topic. All the resources for IT, we're going to add them here, electrical, building, chemistry. Now, we don't want to confuse the students. At least our courses must be organized according to the department, so that at least when they click on the IT topic, they find the IT related resources. I think that is the purpose of having these different topics, instead of having one where we are uploading everything on the same topic, and that is gonna confuse our students. Okay, then for those librarians who will be assigned to mechanical engineering, the instructors, for you to add now the content. Okay, you can see that there is mechanical, and then there is edit, and then there's add activity or resource, and then the next section is IT. So if you are working here on mechanical, you simply click on this link. I'm sorry about that. You simply click on this link to add an activity or a resource. So let's click on add activity or resource. And then once you are here on this screen, you find out that by default it's on all. That means it includes all the activities and the resources tools that are available. So in order for you to zoom in, you can either select activities or you can either select resources. Normally the activities are the tools which you can use to make sure that you to make sure that students are hands-on, to make sure that you engage the students. I think these are the tools that are normally used by the lecturers. So for now, let's focus only on resources. I think as a library, we'll just focus on resources, because under activities, there are assignments, and we won't be giving any assignments to the students. There are discussion forums. I don't think we are interested there on any discussion forums. So Tina, our part is just to add the resources on the course. So if you click on resources, you will see that there's a book, meaning that you can add a book, can create a book. This book can be only accessed online. So it's a book that can be created within a course and it can be accessed online. So if you click on I, that I will simply tell you the information about this tool. So for example, now that we have clicked on the book and we have clicked I, so it says the book module enables a teacher to create a multi-page resource in a book-like format with chapters and sub-chapters. Books can contain media files as well as text and are useful for displaying lengthy passages of information which can be broken down into sections. A book may be used to display reading material for individual modules, as a staff department handbook, as a showcase portfolio of student work. Okay. So this is not a PDF kind of a book. It's a tool that can be used within Moodle to develop a book and an online book from scratch. So meaning that if there is a content that you have, you can copy and paste that content within this book. So let's create one book so that you can see what we are talking about. So to start creating this book, you simply click on book. Okay, and then you must give it a name. You must give this book a name and you can give it a description here. So let's say the name of this book is let's say this book is motor mechanics. Yeah. And then you will write the description here. But you can see that the description is not a required field. So you can type the description to give the students the description of the book. Then when we are done, you simply click on save. You can click on save and return to the course, or you can click on save and display. Okay, let's click on save and display because I want it to save and I want it to open this book so that I can start adding chapters. Okay, so this is motor mechanics, and then this is where I can add my chapters. The chapter title, maybe this one is just an intro, it's an introduction. And then the content, you can add the content here. I'm gonna paste my content there. Let me copy the content. Let's say I'm already having a text somewhere. So I'm gonna copy text and paste it here as my content. And then when I'm done, I simply click on save changes. So this is the book. I'm only having chapter 1 here. I'm having an introduction, and this is the text. This is the introduction text. So if I want to add another chapter, I will simply click on the plus sign here. I click on the plus sign. Now I'm adding chapter 2. Let's say chapter 2. Chapter 2, and chapter 2 is about, let's say it's about fluid mechanics. And then I must paste my content here. I'm gonna go to the text that is having my content. And then I'm gonna copy that content. And then the content into a paste. Okay, let's say I'm done. Chapter 2. Sorry about this. I didn't copy. I'm sorry, let me copy again. Okay, I'm gonna copy this. Then I'm gonna go to Moodle and I'm gonna paste my content, and then I can click on Save Changes. Now you can see that a table of content is created on the right-hand side. So my students can simply click here on Introduction, and then they can access the introduction. They can click on Chapter 2, and then they can access Chapter 2. So if you want to add another chapter, we simply click on the plus sign again, and we give it a name, and then the book is being created. A table of contents is created on the right, and then this content can be accessible online. So this is the book that can be accessible within Moodle. Let me pause for now and allow for questions or comments before we move on to the next tool. Let me also check on the chat. Okay. There's a question on the chat. Hi, Mr. Mtanyan. Is it possible to create our own link on the library? Something that's clear that you will be directed to library content. Okay, I'm not sure if I'm getting that question. But what I know is that when we are creating our content, we need a space where we can create an organized content. And a learning management system is a good platform for that. So we can create it. We can create our content on the learning management system. Then if we want to share a link on the website to our courses, then we can do that. Ma'am, do you want to say anything before I move on to the next tool? Colleagues, do we want to say anything? Okay, that was the book. That's how you add the book on Moodle. So I'm gonna go back again to mechanical. I'm gonna click again to activity or resource. I'm gonna click on resources. Now let's say we want to add a file. We want to add a file. There's a PDF that we have already downloaded. Maybe we have searched on our databases, and then we found some relevant information for mechanical. And then we have downloaded that as a PDF file to our laptops. So we can add a file. We can add that file on this course by clicking on File. We give it a name. Let's say it's fluid mechanics article. Let's say it's an article that we have downloaded, okay? And then the description, this article has been downloaded from Science Direct and is relevant for this course. especially for writing a research paper. So that's my description there. Now I need to select the file. I can add the file, or I can create a folder where I can add all these files. So let me click on add. Let's just click on add. And then from this menu, let's select upload a file. And then on this button, let's click on choose file. Okay, you click on choose file. And then let's say this file was on my documents. So it's the same procedure that you follow when you want to select, when you want to attach a file. So I'm gonna look for a file and say Google Drive. Okay. There's a PDF here, the digital script writing training PDF. So I'm gonna select that file and click on open. And then if it's the correct file, I need to click on upload this file. So this is my file. It has been uploaded. And then I must click on save and display. It's gonna save and it's gonna display this file. So this file is here. To view this file, the students will simply click and then the file will open. So this is how you add a file, colleagues, on your topic. So now you can see that we have a book. We have a book. These are the books, and then we have Eland. We have got this file that we have recently uploaded. So when the students are opening on mechanical, they will find the book and then they will find this PDF file. Again, if you want to add another resource, if there is no question, you click on this link, add activity or resource, and then you click on resources. And the next tool is a folder. So you can add a folder, and within that folder, you can add a number of files within that folder. So to create a folder, again, you click on folder. Again, you need to give it a name. Now, let's say on this folder, we will be adding the question papers, previous exam papers. So we can rename it as previous exam papers. The description is question papers for 2020, 2019, and 2018. So that is the description. These are the papers for the past 3 question papers for the past 3 years, 2020, 2019, and 2018. So we are creating a folder here. So within this folder, we can add files. We can add our files by clicking here. And then we can choose files. let's say I'm gonna choose this one. Okay. Let me just go to my presentations, or let me just go to articles. So let's say I'm gonna have 3 question papers there. I select the first file. It's there. And then I can upload this file here straight to the folder. Okay, it's still loading. Again, I can click there, choose another file. This one, click open. And I scroll down, I click on upload this file. Then this is the second file that is being added on my folder. Again, I choose a file. And then I select the last one, I click open, scroll down, and I click on upload this file. So these are my 3 files that will be uploaded on this folder. So I can scroll down. I can click then on save, just save and return to course. Okay. Now you can see that under mechanical, we have got the book, we have got the file that we added, and we have got the folder here. This is the folder with previous exam papers. So if I click on this folder, inside the folder, I will get all the 3 papers that I have uploaded. Okay. If there is no question, let's continue to mechanical. So we're having a book, a file, and a folder. Again, we must click on add activity or resource, and then click on resources. Then the next tool is Ims Content Package. I don't think we will do that one because it has got something to do with a packaged content. So for now, maybe let's skip this area. We can focus on it later if there is any packaged content that we think we can upload. So the IMS content package enables, okay, IMS content package is a collection of files which are packaged according to an agreed standard. So they can be reused in different systems. This is what it is. IMS content package modules enable such content to be uploaded as zip files and added to a course as a resource. So that's what IMS content package is. So for now, I think we can add a book, a file, a folder. We can skip a label as well. Let's just see what it is. The label module enables text and multimedia to be inserted into the course page in between links to other resources and activities. Labels are very versatile and can help improve appearance of the course if used thoughtfully. So we can add a label if, let's say, we can add a label, yes, especially now that there was a question about some video content that we need, that we may upload on these courses as the library content. So to add a label, let's say there is a text, and within this text, we also want to add some links, and then we also want to add some videos. Then a label can be used in that case. So I'm gonna just make a quick example and upload maybe a video from YouTube as a label. Okay. So you can add the text, you can add pictures if you want to do so. You can add emojis, you can manage your files, or you can record an audio directly. Let's say there's an audio that you want to record, you can record it directly. And also the video can be recorded directly. In this case, let's say we want to welcome our students. We want to, instead of writing a welcome note, let's say we want to record an audio of a welcome note, or we want to record a video of a welcome note on this particular topic. Then you can do that using record audio, or you can do that using record video. Or if it's a video that is already on YouTube, then you can there's some background noise. There's some background noise. Okay, I'm still trying to mute there. So yeah, we can do that, okay, colleagues. So if it's a link, we can paste the link here. If it's a picture, we can insert the picture here. Let's say we want to insert a picture. We can simply browse and upload that file. If it's gonna be a picture, I'm just making an example. There's a library desktop background. I click on that file, I click on open, and then I upload this file. And then I save an image. I then save that image. Cool. Or else, if you want to record, you can simply click on that microphone and click start recording. And you allow it to use your laptop microphone. So it's 2 minutes recording. You can say, welcome students to our library, Wise Up courses. On this course, you will be receiving the library resources in form of text, video, and audio files. Please make use of this course. It's very useful. It's going to assist you in making sure that you are accessing your library resources within the learning management system. Thank you. Then you can click on stop. You can click on attach the audio. Then that audio will be there. So if you want to add your text, you can add your text. And then when we are done, we will simply scroll down and save and return to the course. Now you can see that there's a book, there's a file, there's a folder, and also there's an audio with a text. So when they are clicking on play, when students are clicking on play, okay, no, it's not gonna mark down. Okay. I don't know why now is it not playing, but it's supposed to play. As you can see that there's a text there, okay. Okay, maybe we'll have to check that later. I'm trying to remove this. Okay, let me click on that, close, okay. It's saying 00. Okay, maybe we'll check it later. In the interest of time, let's continue. We are left with 16 minutes here. Again, you click on activity or resource, and then you click on resources, and then the page. You can add a page as well. Okay. On the page, you can give it a name, the description, and then the page content. So it's adding a content on this tool in a format of a web page. So if there's a content that you want to add in a format of a web page, you would simply copy that content and paste it here on the text field. And then when you are done, you simply click on save and return to the course. The last one, which I think is important for us in the library, will be sharing the URLs. Sharing the URLs. Let's say we want to share the URLs for open access content. So in that case, we'll give it a name, open access. And then you need to type the link here. Let's say this one is open educational resources. So you also need to share the URL. I'm gonna copy the URL so that I make sure that it's not an incorrect URL. That is going to give an error when they are clicking on that URL. So I'm gonna search it. Here is OER Commons. I'm gonna click on the site and then I'm gonna copy it up there from the address bar. So I am copying that URL and I'm gonna go back to Moodle and paste the URL here. Then I will scroll down, save, and return to the course. Now, my URL has been added. So they will just, if they want to access open educational resources, they simply click here and then it's gonna take them straight. Okay. Once they click there, you see here we're having open educational resources and then the link is here. So they click on the link to open the resource. So if they just click here on this link, it's gonna take them straight to the OER website and then they can search there, whatever that they want to search. So if we want to add another URL, you will simply type the name and the URL, and then you simply click on save and return to the course. Colleagues, do we have questions so far? We have added some content under mechanical. Do we have any questions so far? Do we think this is relevant for us as the library department? Any ideas on how we can use Moodle as LIS? You can unmute yourself or you can type on the chats. Pumeza, do you want to say something?
It is very relevant, Mr. MD.
Yeah. Okay.
If only.
No, I won't do that here. Don't make me do that here.
Team, you want to say something?
No.
I can see that your mic is on. Miss Bingwa.
Excuse me, I can't get the button unmute.
Unmute Pumeza.
Button,
Okay, colleagues. The last
Can
one.
I ask, do we have,
Yes. Okay, so yes, you can ask.
yeah, I want to check if how much the space do we have? 10 gig, where we can load about 10 gigs of businesses add up or what? Do we have a maximum space
Okay.
and a minimum space to load?
Okay. Thanks for that, Mr. Blake. For now, there is no document at WSU that is informing us about the minimum and the maximum space. So we can add up to, I think for now the space is unlimited, Mr. Mnengi, since the system is hosted on the cloud. So there's so much space there on the cloud. And the more we add, the space is increasing there on the cloud. Okay, let's just check here the database. Okay. No, it's not the one that okay, Mr. Mning. Okay, colleagues. And now I just want to make an example of adding a video. I think let's just click on file. It can be a file. Okay. No, let's not do it via a file. Maybe let's do it as a page. We add a resource again, and then we click on resources, and then we click on page. This one can be a video. Let's say it's a video tutorial. There's a lecturer who asked me on how to embed the videos from Jove, how they can embed those videos within the learning management system. So but we were doing it on Blackboard. So there we could create an embedded link. So I'm trying to check it here on how we can do that as well. Insert H5P. No. That one. Link. Okay. Now let's say we have got a video that is on YouTube. that we want to insert. Yeah, there are videos that have been published by Pumeza. Let me just search for those videos. Okay, maybe let's take one from our SD. Okay, this was the training on how to access the newspapers, self-registration, okay, how to access e-resources. So now let's say we're taking this one, the library self-registration. So you can just open the video. And then what? The only thing that we need here is a link, colleagues. We just need a link. Okay, I'm gonna pause this video. So what you simply do, you need to click on share, and then you get the link of this video. So I'm gonna copy this link. This is the link, I have copied it. I'm gonna go back to Moodle. And then on Moodle, I'm simply gonna click there on link, and then I'm gonna paste it here. And I'm gonna click on create link. And then when I'm done, I'm gonna click on save and return to the course. I'm gonna click on save and return to the course. Okay, here they are saying page content. Oh, okay, that was a description. Okay, and then the page content again. Let me click on the link and paste the link. And click on create link. And then I click on save and return to the course. Okay. I have to log in again because now my course has resetted. Moodle. Name, I'm gonna say video. Tutorial. Description. This is found on our YouTube channel. And then I need to paste now that link by clicking here on the link and paste, create link. And then I need to save and return to the course. So once that is done, okay, the video tutorial will be there. So when they click on video tutorial, this is the video. So they can just click on play. So the only thing that you need is to get that video link and create it. And then the way I have demonstrated it. And then when you are done, you just click on save, and then that video link will be accessible within your course. So colleagues, these are the kind of the tools, or these are the kinds of the activities that we will be adding on our library courses. These are the kind of resources, the library content that we will be adding on our library Moodle courses. So I will be working with the instructors on campuses, but this was just an overview so that we can all understand on how we can design and develop our online courses using Moodle. So if there is no question, I think I'm done from my side. So we'll be working more closely with the instructors, I will be designing the structure of the course, and then you guys will be adding the content within those courses. And then when there's a content that is relevant for all the campuses, then I will be doing that from my side. So if there is no question or comment, I think that's all for today. The recording will be available, and I will be available on one-on-ones if maybe there's something that you need, something that we haven't covered on this
Mr.
session.
Kanyane,
Ma'am.
thank you very much for your session. I'm not thanking you on behalf of other people because I'm also an invitee, less important than people that are there. You know, I was thinking, I'm listening. We've been undergoing a series of trainings,
Yes.
and I want us to find a space onto our website for preservation of this knowledge.
Okay.
Let's think about that, so that we appoint a new person, and then that person wants to go through the, and
Okay.
somebody wants to also assess our competencies and the trainings. Sometimes where the package librarians will remember when there are reviews, quality reviews, they want to see evidence of what we're talking about than the list of trainings that we conducted for staff in terms of capacity development. So it would be nice to have a library of our own training content.
Okay. Thanks, ma'am. We
I
can
hope
also.
center people are here.
Okay, ma'am. Yeah, we can also do this. Maybe we can request another course where I can just be creating all the content with all the trainings that we have conducted, maybe for 2021. And then that link can be shared within the WSU website. Otherwise, ma'am, I think that is very useful. That is very important. Yeah, we need to find ways of doing it. There are many ways of doing it. So we'll just need to think which one will be the best, so that, yeah, we can have all our trainings in one platform so that they can be accessible by us and they can be accessible by the entire university community. Thank you for raising that, ma'am. Colleagues,
Thank you very much for this training. It was very good for us. I think it's going to help us a lot. Some of the things will be, as we are doing them, then will be clear, and also see the gaps that we might need some improvements.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Mnenge. I'm gonna stop the recording, colleagues.